Good morning everyone. It's day 12 of home learning. It's Tuesday the 21st of April. Mr. Flowers here from the kitchen. Thank you so much for a fantastic speedy start yesterday. We got a full house on my maths and over 90% of you completing spelling frame. Absolutely amazing, great start. Thank you for getting cracking on as we left off, I guess, from week 2. So I hope you all found the new Talk for Writing intro a little bit different, a little bit unique, but almost good fun as well. And it looked like you all got on pretty well with your My Maths as well yesterday. Let's go through what we're doing today. First of all, say hello to Louis. Louis. There he is. Right, so Tuesday, we are continuing with the ABLY or IBLY endings, part 2. New test on there today. My Maths, we're continuing with time today. Mrs. Bassett's group, you're looking at some work on timetables with 24-hour clocks, no calculator needed. I've also gave Mrs. Bassett's group an optional arithmetic test because that's quite a short My Maths session. So I've given you an optional arithmetic test if you want to complete that today on there as well. Mr. Flowers' group, setting the time. You have to drag the hand of the clock to set the time correctly. Please look at the lesson first. And Mrs. Fox's group, after your work yesterday from 1/4 and 1/4, you're looking at the nearest 5-minute intervals, telling the time 5 past, 10 past, 1/4 past, 20 past, and so on. So, all on time today, all ready to go. Thank you for an amazing, amazing start yesterday. Full house, my class. Wow. Activity 2. I opened the magical box and saw. Now, this is a slight extension from yesterday. So yesterday, I hope everyone got their list done of the world we live in and made some notes about some of the things that you're missing at the moment. And maybe thinking about why you missed them. Now, today is a special one because it's got this little red submission piece. So this is going to be a submitted piece, guys. Activity 2 and Activity 5. Tuesday and Friday this week. I don't want you to submit it to me today. After you've done it, you wait till Friday and photograph it with your other pieces as well. But let me just explain today. It's going to be a bit of a longer one. It's not going to be 15 minutes. This may take you up to 40 to 45 minutes. So please do put some time aside to get this done and do it to the best of your ability. Activity 2. I opened the magical door and saw. This is an idea inspired by Kit Wright's poem, The Magic Box. In the poem, Kit imagines what may be contained inside a magical box, and we can use this idea to connect to what could be behind the magical door. I've actually put the example of the poem in there. I will put in the box the swish of a silk sari on a summer night, fire from the nostrils of a Chinese dragon, the tip of a tongue touching a tooth. I will put in the box, and it repeats for those, as you wouldn't have a good read of that there. I think there's about 5 stanzas, and it all starts with that repetitive phrase, I will put in the box. Apart from the last one down there, see that? I shall serve in my box. Quite unique. Now, what I want you to do, because you're going to use that same theme, just like we would in Talk for Writing, rather than it being, I am going to put in the box, you're going to open with the phrase, I opened the magical door and saw. I opened the magical door and saw shadows dancing. I opened the magical door and saw a rainbow leading to another world. Could you try and come up with 5 or 6 opens for me like that to start with? That's going to be your first part of this activity. Let your imagination run wild, as there's no wrong answer. Once you had your list, have a go at writing the poem. Using the repeating opener, I open the magical door. Like I say, come up with maybe 6, something like that, 6 openers there, because you're going to use those as your opening for the stanzas. Now, after you've done that, after you've got your 6, you're then going to add some more detail to them and start bringing the actions a little bit more to life. I opened the magical door and saw a shoal of hungry shadows, rather than just, I saw hungry shadows. A shoal of hungry shadows, comma, tangoing through busy streets. Some nice personification there as well. Hungry shadows. Have fun adding to your ideas and let your imaginations run wild. Here's an example of a Year 6 poem that we've done before, Magical Door. Some nice ideas there. So your idea today, guys, is to create your own, let's say, 5 or 6 stanza poem on the theme, I opened the magical door and saw. But start off with the basic one there. First sentence, I opened the magical door and saw. What did you see? Now, an extension after you've done that, and you've gone through and done your poem, if you'd like to do some editing of it, you could perhaps think about, exploring some more sentences. Rather than you open the magical door and saw, could you go for heard, smelled, touched, found? So that's your activity for today. Quite a detailed one, guys. It's going to be a submitted piece, so please do put quite a bit of time aside today to do that. That's very important that you get that poem drafted and then written. It doesn't have to be perfectly neat or decorated and things like that, but I'm looking to see that you've thought about how you can edit and improve it. That's quite the important thing. So do look through that booklet for me as well. So that's your writing, and I had some nice messages from yesterday that people had got on with their project work, and they were looking really cool with that. Yeah, great ideas. Some people have started to map out their village. They've used Google Maps and started to do a bird's eye overview. Some people have gone and talked to me about how they want to do a clear key. Here's an example of one from Twinkle. So you've got a colour-coded key down here with symbols. What is a really good thing, if you want to have a look on the website, I've put a compass link presentation on the class page. Talks about just understanding exactly how we can tell where north is and things like that. You could talk about if you travelled north, you had to travel then east, and how many kilometres. So that could be quite nice for a route you've done. Another example just here is an example of somebody who's done a model. This is not from our class, this is from previous years. You see how they've done streets and different things and actually made it into an actual, like a 3D figure. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Right, other than that, I think we're ready to go, everyone. I've put some challenges actually on YouTube that I'd like to have a look at. Mr. Coin's challenges on there. He's got 2 challenges this week. They're activities you can play with your younger siblings, or perhaps on your own if you want to as well. If you quickly have a look on the YouTube channel, that takes you to the videos that I put on yesterday. I've put on a PE activity part 1 and PE activity part 2. Have a look through those. Your challenge as year 6s, as young leaders, is to start designing your own one for a sibling to have a go at. So these are quite easy and simple. Maybe you could do your own one that you could have a go at as a sibling, and you could design. I know Ruben sent one to me yesterday. It was brilliant. So have a think about what you could design. I've also put quite a cool how creative can you be in growing your own vegetables link on there as well. So we've got lots to be getting on with, as you can imagine. I understand that there's going to be, I forgot to say this yesterday, I know that you had a Zoom, some people had a Zoom session last Friday, and I think Mrs. Sharp is going to send me some details. We're hoping to do a Zoom session every Friday at 3:30, I think that's been arranged, where you can have a video and have a chat with your friends and things like that. I'll release some details of that hopefully the next day or so, that gives you an idea exactly how to log on. I think it's 3:30 every Friday, a Zoom Year 6 session. Any more shout outs, keep them coming, that would be great. And I look forward to seeing how creative you can be today. Good luck everybody, it's flowers out. Speak to you tomorrow, bye.